Hi, and welcome to another Innistrad Dark Ascension draft. Running right into things here. I mean, the best card in this pack is probably Increasing Devotion. You also have a Nibbles of the Breath, you have Fires of Undeath, Wake Dancer, all good cards. The Mark of Warlord is also a good card, although a bit expensive. Other playables, I mean, you have Dawntrailer Alk. That's pretty much, it. Screeching Scab, Break a Day, Falkenrod Torturer. But I mean, I have to pick this card. I don't really think it's close, so trying to go into some sort of token deck here. And towards that, I guess Lingering Souls fits the bill. The rare is missing here, so it was probably a good one. Hopefully it's not drafting white after passing this. There's also a Scourge Deck Flare, which is an amazing card for black-white. Nibbles of the Mist is a fine card. Even the Stormbound Geist. Record Madness works as well, but I mean, Lingering Souls is clearly the pick, so. Following that up, we have basically, I think, a choice between Gavin the Ironwright and Nibbles of the Mist. Other playables, I mean, Inquisitor, Bear, Scorned Villager, and then Fourth Devil, Faithless Looting. I think the Nibbles is the card though. No one's gonna go into white for the Ironwright. It's a good card with tokens, don't get me wrong, but I don't like to rely on being on 5 or less life. If you get there, it's amazing, but Nibbles is still a fine card. Alright, blue seems to be open with Stormbound Geist this late. We do have an option between Loyal Cathar and Nibbles of the Mist. With the Silverclaw Griffin, obviously, a little bit behind that. I do think we want the Loyal Cathar here. And this is an amazing card, obviously, but I just like Loyal Cathar a lot. So people don't like Death's Caress for some reason. I would definitely pick that, except there's also a Burden of Guilt, which doesn't commit me 100% to black-white. If we're black-white, maybe we'll wheel a Falkenrod Torture at some point. Still think this card will do more for us overall, so we'll go with that. Alright, then we have to make a choice. I don't want to pick Heavy Madak, it's clunky and slow. Black does seem to be somewhat open, so I'll go with the Chosen of Markov over Black Cat, just because it's a human. And blue does seem very open. Midnight Guard is a fine card, but I think if we have the opportunity to add white to this, to add blue to our white, maybe that's a better option. We have passed two Stormbound Geist, but I don't know. It's not clear. I should probably pick Midnight Guard past this guy, but I won't, so I'll live with it. So if we're going black, Undying Evil is fine. If we're going blue, Saving Grasp will probably help us. So Alpha Brawl isn't horrible. I mean, I like the card, but it's a bit situational and it's a bit slow. I'm not going to start picking red over it, so it's one of these two cards. I think we're going to try the Saving Grasp. And then we have the option of picking up a Torture, which is pretty good in a tokens deck. No, we don't have that much of a tokens deck, but we do have Lingering Souls, so black is definitely an option. The other option is Break a Day, which is also okay. I think we're going with the Torture though. Maybe pick up a late break a day at some point. Entourage is fine if we're blue. I mean, there's nothing else here, so I'll just pick the rare. Again, not much. Just picking this to take it from whatever mill deck that may be around. So the end of that pack, not too exciting. Probably not black. It's kind of hard to tell. The white dried up real fast after the 5th pick, or the 6th pick if I picked the Midnight Guard. But the guy, well, realistically we have passed a couple of Nibbles of the Mist and a couple of Griffins. So it's kind of hard to tell what the guy next to us is into. He's probably into red for Fires of Undeath, and we've stayed clear of red from that point on, so that's possible. Midnight Haunting, probably the best card for us here. If we're black, I mean, Moan is a strong card, obviously. We also have Thraben Sentry and Moonhern, but we go to Midnight Guard, and we're Midnight Haunting, and we're trying to figure out what our color combinations are. It does look to be black, doesn't it? And this card is very good. There's also an Elder Cathar for us, but the blue isn't all that much yet, so we'll go with the Noble. And then there's actual nothing. No, that's not true. We can play Intangible Virtue. It's a bit weird to get Brimstone Volley this late, but Lingering Souls, Midnight Haunting, Increasing Devotion. Probably picking up Intangible Virtue just for funsies. I mean, I can easily splash this, which is sort of the problem with the red spells. Let's hide the blue. I don't know. It would be fun to have this. But over Brimstone Volley? Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Okay, this is, one of my favorite cards. Favorite underpicked cards. There's really nothing in black, so our option is Feeling of Dread or Abbey Griffin. I think we'll pick up this just on the off chance we can use it. There's a lot of green going around. Creepy Doll, not that amazing for us. We could play Traveler's Amulet for, Feeling of Dreads. Or we could pick up Moment of Heroism, which is obviously a good card. I think we'll pick up the Traveler's Amulet though. Not losing out on much. And then there's nothing. This card isn't going to do anything for us. I know it's shiny and foily and all, but I'll just pick the card that we don't want to deal with. And I guess we can pick a card that has marginal use. There's another Feeling of Dread. And a Demon Whale. There's also this guy. We're still not sold on black. Black could be a splash. Oh, whatever. I'm picking up the Feeling of Dread. And then there is either Spare from Evil, which is a good sideboard card for us, or we just hate this so we don't have to face it. And then we pick up Spare from Evil, which is fine. Nothing really here. Same deal, nothing really here. Don't have to pick up the Scott Goliath. Let's hide the green cards. Let's hide this and this. Probably not playing Conlash, right? Let's see. So the black isn't really happening for us. Could splash for the noble and or the torture. There's actually nothing. Do we want a Wrath of God? It's not really ideal for this deck. Maybe we can play Delver's Secrets in this deck. Let's see. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know, we take it over Divine Reckoning though. I'm gonna take this just in case it actually turns out to be something. And then we hope to get Delvers later. Is that even possible? I'm taking this. Wow. Red doesn't receive a lot of love, does it? So, do we want a second intangible virtue? Probably not. So the pick is Chapelgeist, passing Devil's Play. I hate that, but what can you do? Then there's a Delver, but there's also a Spectral Rider, which will do more for us. So we're going with that. And I don't mind playing these two cards that much. Probably not playing Spur from Evil. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I guess Midnight Haunting is a fine card. Would also be nice to have, Rally the Peasants, and also be nice to have Demon Mail. But I still think we're picking Midnight Haunting in our Intangible Virtue deck. Buttress Cleaver, you say? There's basically four cards in here for us. Moonheart and Elcathar are both fine cards. And then you have Civilized Scholar, which is obviously good. And Butcher's Cleaver. We don't have that much in the way of humans though. Although Butcher's Cleaver certainly goes well with our flying theme as well. So I'll take the Scholar. And there's a Champion of the Parish. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much for us, so we're going with Abbey Griffin. And there's a very late Priest, which will happily just snag. There's another Intangible Virtue. I mean, that gets a bit interesting now. You should probably get one more. I mean, it's not like people are picking that very highly. So I'm going to pick the Fox here and hope to pick up the Virtue later. Doesn't look like we can play Delver, but we'll give it a shot. There's the Intangible Virtue. If there is a deck that would ever run that, isn't it? Could pick Dissipate, which is obviously good, but I'm going to try this. Spectral Flight, sure. This is starting to look pretty okay, I think. Probably won't play that. Probably want to play this though. I mean, our blue isn't even that exciting, so I could have had the red cards, I suppose. Frightful Delusion, Spare from Evil. Spare from Evil. So we could have had... Would we take a Devil's Blade now? I don't know. Doesn't seem like a deck that's much more than mono white, but let's build it and we'll be back. Alright, getting the deck together. Divine Reckoning works well with Falkenrath Noble as a finisher, so maybe I'll use it for that. Rally the Peasants definitely works well with whatever we have. I'm left with 2 blue cards and 2 black cards, plus the flashback on Feeling of Dread and Lingering Souls. So that's not the best. Do we want to run Scalp Goliath? Do we want to run Celeste Scholar? We definitely want to run our black. I only have to pull 1 card. I don't feel like I need more 3-drops. I mean, it almost feels like I can play 1 mountain, a couple of plains, a couple of swamps, but do want the black in here. If you pull these 2 and add the Chosen Markov. Then just play a few islands for the flashback. That probably is the best we can do. So, let's see. What if we want 1 mountain, 2 of these, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 swamps, and 10 plains? Would that work out? No, probably. It's probably a stretch to add the mountain, but it probably doesn't hurt us that much. No, I don't want to play that. I guess 10, 5, and 2. That's fine. I could almost play 16 lands in this deck. But that would require me to add some stuff that I don't necessarily want to add. And Spare from Evil is a fine card, but probably not main deckable. I'm gonna try this. Intangible Virtue.deck. I'll see you for round number 1.